All right, let's try this thing out in the dark.
Everybody! Nobody's listening. There's nothing else I can do. You can get back to work. Get back on that telephone. Tell them I feel like I've had politics at a story. Sam feels 150 miles away from here now. For God's sake, he can drive a car. You were doing very well last summer. Maybe someone around here gave him lessons. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Here is the Wide Field of View upgrade kit from First Line Gear on eBay. This kit revolutionizes the NVG-10 and squeezes every last drop of usefulness out of it, I promise you. As you can see, you have a flip cap that diffuses the IR light. Here's the best part, a wide-angle view lens that replaces the factory lens. Here's an adapter that holds the IR flip cap here. All tools, spare parts, and everything else you need are included in the kit. Now, the first thing you need to do to install this is to get a pair of vice grips or pliers and get this collar right here that's snug to the unit, and you're going to gently but firmly turn it lefty-loosey to get it off of the unit. Now, do not clamp down on the focus ring there on the front. You're going to get this rear collar, and you might have to use a little bit of force, but you're going to gently turn it counterclockwise and then get it to where you can get your hand on there and unscrew it. You can tell this takes a little bit of time to just get this thing totally out, but you'll get the lens out and we'll go on from there. Now that you're getting this lens out, this factory lens, you're going to set it down and put the NVG-10 to the side. We're going to work on this piece here where the old lens was to get the housing off. Now the next step is to remove this retaining collar here. There are 3 flathead screws that are holding this on. You're going to get the supplied flathead screwdriver and remove these, and then you're going to take that little collar off, okay? Now you may need the pliers again to turn this thing to the left, but you can get it off. I promise you it will come off. Now I'm going to save everything that I remove here in case I want to go back to the old lens. I probably won't, but here's a look at these little retaining screws that hold that collar on. That's kind of a booger to get off, but I promise you, like I said before, you can get it off. Now we're going to unscrew the old lens from the housing. We're going to take it off of there, and here we go. We're going to set that to the side, and now we have our housing. That's what we want. Now we're going to install our brand new lens. This is going to make the NVG-10 so much more usable. As you can see, you have this piece here that unscrews on the back, and you have 2 washers and some shims. Now, these washers are going to anchor this new lens in place, just like it's supposed to be angled, and this is going to be lined up perfectly in the housing. Now, you may need to go back to this point here and take off the rear part again to put in some shims. There are some shims supplied in the spare parts bag. Now that's for when you're screwing this onto the NVG-10, and you're going to engage the red O-ring that is supplied. And as you're engaging it to the O-ring, screwing it back onto the unit, you may find that it does not focus sharply and 100% the way you want it. So you need to go back to this step, install 1 shim. That'll give you a quarter turn more to engage it more solidly and get you the focus that you want. I had to use 2 of these supplied shims to make it focus correctly, but I'm telling you, all the parts are included. Give it a little back pressure to the front of this new lens. Get the back part screwed on there, and here you have it, your brand new lens to put back onto your NVG-10. But first, you want to put on this red O-ring to seal it and to help you get everything in focus and ready to go. Now it's time to put your brand new lens onto your NVG-10. So you're going to screw it in where the housing used to be before. And like I said before, you're going to engage this red O-ring. You're going to get it to tighten down. Don't drop it like I just did. But you're going to tighten it down. And when it starts to engage, you're going to be looking through the activated NVG-10 to make sure that it is in focus and everything is sharp. Like I said, I had to add a couple shims. You just got to go to the step before this, add shims as needed. And let's take a quick look here. I know looking in through a iPhone does not do it justice, but you can see how sharp and in focus everything is, and look at that wide angle of view, so much better than the stock lens that comes with the NVG-10. Now we're going to move on to install the adapter that's going to allow us to add the flip cap to diffuse our IR light. Here we have this piece included in the kit. It has already got the holes lined up to remove the factory screws, and it comes with brand new screws that will attach it to the unit itself. So first you got to get the supplied Phillips head. You're going to extract these screws, and here is the piece you need to add onto it. You get the 3 brand new screws here that are just a little bit longer. We're going to add these, get them snug. You don't need to really crank them down, but just get them good and snug. No need to force them and crack anything. But now that is attached, we're going to get our flip cap. Don't try to install it backwards like I did. Just flip it around and get it on there. And now you have your flip cap to diffuse your IR light. And even when it's set on maximum power, level 3, you cannot see it with the naked eye with this flip cap attached. Every piece of this upgrade kit fits flawlessly. It's very, very well made. Now it's time to install this bracket that's going to flip your NVG-10 to vertical. This is going to give you a better field of view for close quarters. Trust me, flipping it vertical with this brand new lens makes a world of difference. You're going to love it. As you can see, all the screws and nuts are supplied. Everything is here and ready to go. Now we just got to take this off and put the new pieces on. The supplied screwdrivers work great. I'm just taking these old screws out before I put the new bracket on to flip this thing vertical. Now, don't do it in the order that I did. I first put the bracket on here, and I should have put the other piece on first, but I'll show you how to do it right here in just a second. Also, if you're having trouble steadying these screws to screw them in, here's an old trick I learned in orthopedics to get a pair of pickups, or as you call them, tweezers, to hold these screws in place so you can screw them in. Now, as you can see, I have this bracket firmly in place, but I do not have room now to install the screws for this piece on top. So I took these back out, but now they're primed and ready to go. So I can put on this bracket here to connect it to my helmet. And now this is very, very easy. You just got to get these longer screws. It comes supplied with the nuts. You're going to put them in from the top through the bracket, and when you press the nut onto the bottom and you start screwing them in, they will draw the nut up closer and get everything nice and tight. One small note here, you may need to put a little bit of back pressure on the nut while you're screwing this down to get them to start drawing up as you're screwing them in, but I assure you it's easy. You'll get this bracket put on, and now we can line up these screws with the NVG-10 itself and install this bracket to make the entire unit vertical. This whole process may seem a little bit complicated, but I assure you it's very, very easy. Just tighten these back down like you had them before, and guess what? Here is your finished unit here, ready to be attached to your helmet. And I can't wait to show you the results and how this wide-angle lens really improves the entire functionality of the NVG-10. Now, the only thing left to do is to mount this to our ballistic helmet. I will leave a link below to Ballistic Armor Company helmets and a discount code in case you want to get a helmet to mount your NVG-10 with this upgrade kit. Now, at first glance, you may say, that looks really bulky and heavy, but honestly, it is not heavy at all. I didn't even have to change the amount of weight in the counterbalance in the back of the helmet. As you can see, that diffuser cap really blocks out that red glow when it's on maximum output. Like I said, even at night, you cannot even tell that the IR light is on. It works very, very effectively. Now, when I say that you cannot tell that the IR light is on, that means that anyone looking at it with the human eye, they cannot see the IR light. It is being diffused. You can't see a red glow or anything. It is being concealed. Now, when you're wearing the unit, of course, the IR light makes you able to see in the dark. Now, anyone else using night vision can also see your IR light being emitted, but if it's someone else out there with just using their naked eye, they cannot see it.
All right, let's try this thing out in the dark.
I'm going to show you some images from the inventor himself illustrating how well this product works. On the left you see the factory lens, and on the right you see the results of the new wide view lens. Here's another angle of before and after with the new wide view lens on the bottom, showing how it compares to the PVS-14 field of view. Now, I must say the PVS-14 is a superior product. It's a military-grade product, but the wide lens NVG-10 upgrade kit here, I mean, it just makes a world of difference, and I gotta say, with close quarters, it really does rival the PVS-14. Now, this upgrade kit does turn the NVG-10 into an IR use system only. You're going to need the IR light to flood your field of view with that brand new lens. Ambient light is just not going to cut it with the NVG-10, but you know what? When it comes to the PVS-14, you get what you pay for, but this unit with the upgrade just works great. I mean, I cannot wait for you guys to try it. If you get it, it's going to make a world of difference. Now, here I am fumbling again with my iPhone trying to film through the NVG-10 with a brand new lens. My one gripe about the NVG-10 system is that it does have a Wi-Fi capability, meaning you can connect the device to your smartphone. But let me tell you, me and other YouTubers have tried and tried and tried to get it to connect to our phones to get a real-time phone view of what you're seeing through the NVG-10, and it just does not work. I mean, I struggled for about 45 minutes trying to get it to interface, and sometimes technology just does not work. But here you can kind of get a glimpse of, I know it's crappy really to look at this, but honestly, when you see through this NVG-10 with the upgrade, like I said, you can kind of get a kind of a glimpse of how well this is working. But Okay, now we're going to be inside of the chicken coop. Now, inside of the chicken coop here, I'm going to be gathering some eggs. You can see how well this works. This chicken coop is pitch black right now, and the chickens are all roosting up. You can see this girl here sitting on some eggs. I'm going to take from her in a minute. Here's some eggs here. But you can see that everything is quite detailed. Here is the phone away from the NVG10. It's pitch black. And now we go back to the NVG10 with the upgrade. It's got to adjust the light here for a second. But as you can see, you can view everything quite well. This new lens really spreads everything out. You can really get a full field of view. If you own an NVG10, I strongly recommend this upgrade. Check the description box for all the links. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. It really helps out the algorithm and spreads the channel around and helps us out a whole lot. So have a great day. Thank you so much.